What is up, GVTV? Welcome back to another episode of 10 Minute Misconduct After the Whistles Hockey Seg. Oh, this isn't the right show.
Hello there. This is live at the Cantina, bro.
Was that funny?
Sure.
Okay. I had that planned this whole time, and no. You didn't even know.
I did not know.
For those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, because I'm sure none of you watch my show on GVTV, that's the intro I do for the hockey show every week.
He's a film major.
I'm a film major. You know, I do the film.
We know that.
I do the TV and the film. But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
No.
Oh, I'm Kevin. Hi.
I'm Noah.
Hi. This is Live at the Cantina. Did you already say that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just making sure. We got to let the people know what they're listening to, even though they probably already do know, you know?
Yeah. I know.
You know?
I know.
You know.
I know.
Good. Okay. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us again here for our podcast that we do weekly, and we have fun with. You know, we have a good time doing this. And,
we definitely do.
We do appreciate all of you who listen and give us feedback and support. You are much appreciated. One thing I wanted to say right off the bat: this week's episode is going to be a little niche.
Yeah,
it might be a short episode too. We were kind of just looking for any topic ideas to talk about this week, and Garrison, shout out to you, G Money, suggested to do this one. So this week's episode is all about Star Wars video games. What a form of Star Wars media, you know?
Things we do all the time, like every day.
Yeah,
always playing Star Wars
our
video
lives.
games.
Yeah. But before we do that, last week we talked about the sequels, and there was one big point that I forgot to bring up, and I think we should still go over it. So, continuing off of last week's conversation, I know you weren't expecting this.
I was not expecting this.
I'm just kind of dropping this on you right now. I want to talk about Finn.
Okay.
Because I feel like he had a lot of potential that was just wasted. Because you got this stormtrooper who decides to flee from the First Order, and then he doesn't really do anything with that throughout the rest of the movies. He just kind of joins the Resistance. What I would have liked to see is him be a double agent, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people thought that's what was going to happen in Last Jedi. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I feel like that would have been a really cool twist.
And I mean, even when in Last Jedi, there's like a part where Hux says something like double agent E, and it immediately cuts to Finn. So you're like, oh, he's going to be double agent, and then nothing ever happens.
Nothing happens.
But I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. I do like his character arc.
No,
I like the deserted stormtrooper to Jedi kind of.
Yeah, no, I like him too, and you know, I'm glad he was on the Resistance, and you know, wasn't a traitor or anything. I guess he kind of was. Kylo yelled at him in the forest that he was a traitor.
Yeah, well, I mean, he technically was a traitor.
And so did FN 2199. I think that's his number, the traitor trooper.
Yeah, the one that spins the thing around
before he got murked by the bowcaster. Poor guy, dude. He didn't deserve it. But Finn, yeah, I feel like he had a lot of potential to be something a lot cooler than he actually was.
Yeah, I could see that. There definitely could have been more there, for sure.
But yeah, that's kind of just all I wanted to say. I totally forgot to bring it up last week, and I was like,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Dang, man, I should have talked about that. So we'll keep it short and brief here. Now, let's get into this week's topic of discussion, Star Wars video games.
A huge part of our lives.
Oh, for sure.
Very big part of our lives.
Whether we like to admit it or not,
I mean, I don't care. I'm a gamer,
I don't care either.
We're gamers, dude.
So where do we start? I think we
gotta
go
start
all the way back.
All the way to the beginning.
What was the first Star Wars game you played or remember playing?
The first one I remember playing, probably Lego Star Wars 2.
The original trilogy?
The original trilogy one on the Game Boy.
On the Game Boy?
Yeah.
What Game Boy?
Game Boy Advance.
The flip one?
Yeah.
I see.
I don't remember if I remember playing that one first or the one on the PS2, because I had both. I had it on the PS2 and on the Game Boy. But I think that's the first one I remember playing. But there was another game. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a ship flying one. I don't know if you ever played it. It was on the Game Boy.
Was it the X-Wing one?
No.
Was it the Millennium Falcon one?
Yeah, it was. You did play them. I don't remember if you only played Millennium Falcon. No, you didn't. The first mission was Millennium Falcon. and you just like navigated through an asteroid field. And then the second mission was you were on Tatooine at a land speeder, and I never got past that mission.
Huh.
But I remember playing that one a lot. What about you?
The first game I remember, there's a couple of them that I played really early on, but the one I remember the most was the OG Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the game that defined the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember my
definitely.
dad would play his like Medal of Honor and like Call of Duty and like the shooter games and stuff, and then I wasn't allowed to play those because I was, 7 or 8. But then I'd play Battlefront 2, and I'd go into first person mode, and it was basically the same thing, except I'm shooting battle droids
Yep.
instead of Japanese.
People.
Yeah, World War II. But yeah, so that was the earliest I can think back to playing.
I don't remember if I played the first Battlefront or the second one first.
I never played the first one.
You never played it.
I mean, I might have at like your house maybe,
Wow.
but like I never had it.
The second one is definitely the better one, but the first one was fun too. There was a lot of fun stuff in there. Like you could go prone. You can't do that in Battlefront 2. I don't know why I remember that so vividly, but you could. And some of the maps were like the Kashyyyk map was a really cool design. Same with Hoth. Those two maps were really cool. I remember. I don't really remember anything else. I just remember going prone in those two maps, but it was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, funny story with I have so many memories with that game.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into it.
Like I remember back in elementary school, Drew, you remember Drew? He lived down the street from me. And like we'd take him to school in the mornings cuz his mom had to go to work or something. And they would come in my room and wake me up, and then we'd just go out to the living room and play Battlefront 2 before school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just simpler times, man.
Very simpler
Simpler times.
Yeah. And then I went to your house all the time after school, and we'd play it together.
Mm-hmm.
That and Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Good saga.
Yeah. Battlefront 2 was just such a good game, though.
Battlefront 2, 2005.
2005, man. It was just so good. I mean, there were so many different like modes and stuff you could play too. You had the ship battles. You had the Galactic Conquest, which was classic. Wish they would bring that back, but they didn't. Yeah. And then you had what was it called? The Heroes versus Villains. There was a name for it.
Yeah, it was like Assault.
Something like that.
It wasn't something very simple. But I mean, like going off of the Galactic Conquest, yeah. That's what it's called.
Galactic Conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you guys who don't know, like how that mode worked was, you got to pick a team. You're either the Empire, Rebels, Clones, or the Droids, and there was like a giant map, and you would take your cruiser and go from planet to planet, try and capture in it, and you could buy bonuses and like more troops and stuff. And you would just verse an AI. You could have it set up where you would verse each other like split screen, but that mode was really fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun mode.
Mm-hmm.
And
then
depending on what team you were playing and what you won, there was like different cutscenes. Like if you were the Empire and you won, like the Death Star doesn't blow up or something. Like it was very unique.
And it's kind of like a strategy thing too, because you have to position your fleet like on. There's like a grid or like a map of planets and stuff, and you have to position your fleet where you want to go. And if your fleet comes into contact with the other fleet, if you're over a planet, you go onto a planet and fight. But if you're just in space, you do a space battle, which that was really cool.
That was fun. Yeah, you had to kind of like predict the AI's move or the other person move.
Please select a fleet to command.
Those were some class. That was a really classic one.
That was. And then like even just the normal game modes on that, like I remember the Walker Assault on Hoth was really good. Trying to think what other ones there were. There were a lot.
There was a lot of cool planets too.
A lot of cool planets like
Utapau, which is the planet in episode 2 that Grievous and Obi-Wan fought on.
Polis Massa, which was the moon that Luke and Leia were born on.
Yeah,
which
that
was
like
really
asteroid thing.
You wouldn't think would be in the game.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect.
There were so many planets in that game.
There were so many
heroes, maps,
heroes. It was
everything.
Crazy.
Troopers.
There was a lot of stuff in that game. For when it came out, that game was really revolutionary.
Talk about content.
That is some content.
That's
right
got
there.
the most content.
And we'll get into that.
Oh boy, you guys are in for something here. But like they had so many heroes and stuff,
and heroes that made sense.
Yeah. we'll We will get into that shortly. Don't you worry. Oh boy, this is gonna be an episode. But yeah, I mean, some of the game modes were rigged though.
Yeah, if you were to play the HV heroes versus villains, that's what I mean by HVV. If we haven't said that, HVV means hero versus villain. Is from the new Battlefront 2 game. But
the villains would always lose.
Yeah, it was really hard to win. I only won once. It was me and Tyler, and we played it. That was the only time I've ever won as the villains, and it was really, really difficult. Yeah, we had to try hard like crazy.
And I mean, like the Empire would always win on Hoth. The Ewoks would always win on Endor.
With
the rebels.
The Ewok hunt.
Yeah,
I think it was actually called Ewok.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think they just straight up took it out from there. Oh wow!
The more you know.
The more you know. Yeah.
Yeah, so depending on what map you were playing on, the game was rigged.
Just a bit.
It doesn't matter, though.
It was still a fun game.
It was still a fun game.
It was so great. So many countless hours into that game.
So many memories, too. Like, that game, that's one of my favorite games of all time.
I remember being at your house and playing the ship battle part, and both of us kind of had two different takes on how to play that. I remember I was always the one that would take out a certain thing, and I'd go in the ship and take everything out, and you were the person taking stuff out from out of space. And I just remember how competitive that was. Like, dude, are you screen looking right now? You're like, no, bro. Like, that was good.
Oh, good times.
That's some good times.
Good times. That's definitely a top 3 game of all time for me.
Definitely.
I don't know where I'd put it in the top 3, but it's in the top 3.
It's in there.
Okay, so
let's talk about. I mean, there's another big game classic that we have to talk about. But I want to talk about some of the other games that aren't so big during our childhood.
I got one. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Do you know that one?
Yeah, that's the one where you play as Jango Fett.
Yeah, I got a story about that one. It was about the same time I was playing Battlefront 2, so I was probably 7, 8. I could not get past the first mission.
That game was hard, dude.
I would get because you start off in the arena with that beast or whatever, and I could kill the beast and do that part. But I could not get past the rest of the mission. I don't remember exactly, but I don't remember if I didn't know where to go, or if I just couldn't figure out like what to do. I couldn't get past the first mission, so I just stopped playing the game.
I really want to go back and replay it because I was in the same boat as you, but I got to the second mission and it was like a jailbreak mission or something like that. Or like breaking someone out of prison or something, but you had to escape. I couldn't get past that. Well, actually, wait. I might have got past that, went to the third mission. But couldn't get past. I don't know. That game was really difficult.
It was frustrating, especially when you're 7 years old.
Yeah, you're like 8 years old and you're trying to play this. You have no idea what's going on. No, it was hard.
It was not an enjoyable experience. But a couple of weeks ago, over winter break, when I was back home, I went over to Jordan and Garrison's place and we played it because they brought it back for PS4. If you have that like membership thing,
yeah, the PS Now.
It's a lot easier now.
That's why I want to go back and play it because I remember having so much trouble.
Experience now,
and I feel like I could handle the graphics in that one.
No, it was fine. I didn't even think about it.
That bad. There's some games I'd want to go back and play on like the Game Boy. I don't think I could do that. I would just I remember how bad the graphics were. And just like one of the games, I don't even know what it was called, but it was a game where you played as Anakin. I don't think you ever played this. I know I had it on Game Boy, but. You just played as Anakin. I don't even remember what you did because I was stuck on the first mission and I was just running around killing Tusken Raiders. I had no idea what to do. I don't even know what the game was about. I just remember being stuck on there. Like, all right.
Another PS2 game I never had, but I played at my cousin's a lot. It's the Episode 3 game.
Yeah, I had that one.
Sith. You had that one? That was a fun one.
That was fun. And the ending of that game was great.
Yeah. I never made it to the end because, like I said, I didn't have it. So I only played like the first little bit of it. But I've seen the ending on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's crazy. In the ending, there's two endings actually. There's the ending that actually happens in the movie. But there's also an ending. I don't remember if you have to do a certain button combo or like whatever, how you get it. But you can, when you jump over Obi-Wan as Anakin, you actually survive and you kill Obi-Wan. And then it like goes to a scene with the Emperor, and then you kill the Emperor, and you're like, I'm in control now. So it's a pretty crazy scene, it's awesome though.
Yeah.
But that was another fun one. I don't really remember playing it though.
that game came out before the movie did.
Yeah, I think you told me that a little bit ago.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So
Like
people
you
knew
got
what
the
was going to happen.
the whole movie spoiled for you.
The
If you
entire
played the
movie,
game.
basically. Yeah.
Why would they do that, man?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It is really weird.
Mm-hmm. But while we're on the topic of the year 2005, there was a certain other Star Wars video game that came out that year. Started a revolution.
A revolution.
Yeah. Lego Star Wars.
Just Lego Star Wars.
Just the first
it's
one.
Lego Star Wars, the video game.
The video game. Called. Episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. That's where it began.
That's where it all started.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy stuff. I had that one. I also had 2. And then I got the Complete Saga, which is on the table right there.
And then eventually that one came out. The Clone Wars game.
Yep. And The Force Awakens came out, which that's, on my PlayStation upstairs.
Yep.
It's a movement, man. It's a revolution.
It is a movement.
But with the first one, I remember playing that one a little bit.
Yeah, I don't remember too much. I
remember like
things.
the diner and stuff was like the hub, and then the extra level was on the Tantive Forest, like Darth Vader.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was a bonus mission.
Good game.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really remember.
I honestly don't remember.
I remember I beat it.
Yeah,
but that's about it. It was just so long ago.
Yeah, and then Lego Star Wars 2 came out.
The original trilogy.
I got a funny story with this one. I remember when I got this game. I don't know how old I was. 7, 8, maybe. We were at a family like Christmas function or something, and I think it was my grandpa who gave me my gift, and I opened it up. And it was a box of Cheez-Its. I wasn't mad about it either. Like 8 years old, I was like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude, box of Cheez-Its." But then he told me so I'm like, "Thank you, for my Cheez-Its." And then he's like, "Well, open it." I opened it, and I'm like, "It's just Cheez-Its." And then he's like, well, put your hand in there, feel around. And then I felt like a game case. And I'm like, wait a sec. And then I pulled it out, and it was Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy for PlayStation 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So that's how I got that game.
Yeah, I remember playing it. I remember playing on the PS2, and then I'd also play on my Game Boy. And they were kind of different. The missions were a little bit different. Mm-hmm. The hub was a little bit different.
I had it on the DS.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was the Complete Saga on the DS, but I had a Lego Star Wars game on the DS, and it was a little different.
It might have been the Complete Saga.
Probably.
Since that was a newer one. But yeah, I remember playing it on both, and I know I beat it on the PS2. I don't know if I beat it on the Game Boy. I think I did. No, yeah, I did. I remember making another save. But I just think that was funny. I couldn't play it at home. I had to go to my grandparents. Like, all right, bring my Game Boy and I'll play it here now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then that was a good game as well. And then they merged the two games together.
And then you have the best one, the Complete Saga.
It's the best of both worlds.
That is so much fun. Mm-hmm. That game is great.
Also one of my top games of all time.
Yep, same here.
It's in the top 3.
You have all of them. You have the bonus Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Lego
World or Lego City.
Lego City kind of thing. Yeah,
that
you could like a free roam. You could bunch of little houses you could break and stuff. That was really fun.
Only thing I regret with that game is I never got 100% because those blue mini kit levels.
The blue mini kits are so difficult. For the blue mini kits, you have a certain time limit.
You have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to get all the mini kits in the mission.
But they're not the same mini kits that are usually there.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're different because you can't use.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah. I don't think so. They're different. And you can't use any extras, so you got to play like normal.
That's pretty difficult for kind of like a kid's game.
Yeah, super stressful, man.
Very stressful.
God, even just like having a timer countdown on any game is stressful. That's what made the original pod race level so difficult on the first game.
On the first game because it had
there was a timer. And dude, that just stressed me out.
Yeah, that
so
was
much.
Really stressful. They didn't have the timer in the Complete Saga.
No, thank God, because
that timer was so stressful.
That was bad. They had it on the gunship level too in episode 2, which I remember that. I hated that
really
one.
Bad.
I hate being timed.
That
for
mission
anything.
is just hard in general. The gunship, even in Complete Saga, it's hard.
Trying to drag those bombs
true
around.
Jedi, it's hard.
Unless you know and put on 180 multiplier. to get true
times
Jedi.
10.
Yeah.
And I only did that recently as I've been replaying it with
Noah.
Chloe.
Noah's a cheater. He doesn't get his true Jedi legit.
I've already
Shut up,
beat
dude.
this game.
Don't
I'm
even
just,
try and justify it.
I'm just casually
You watch
playing
me
it.
sitting on that couch. I'm getting true Jedi without any multipliers,
Mhm.
like with the integrity that I have. All right.
Yeah.
You're out here throwing
The
on your 10
integrity.
times multiplier.
Yeah, man, this is a casual
Getting true
playing,
Jedi
you know?
in the first part of the mission. It's a damn embarrassment. It really is. How dare you? Sorry. What were we talking about?
The complete saga.
Yeah. So, countdowns were not a thing in the complete saga.
No.
Saved a lot of stress.
But the blue mini kits made up for
The-
that stress.
Probably more.
Yeah,
More
probably
so.
more so.
Um.
But then you had like the golden bricks. You had to get, well, the red bricks. The you know how you'd build that like golden thing outside of the cantina from
The bounty hunter missions.
Oh yeah,
Those were cool. Just the amount of characters and stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of
There's
characters.
so many.
Like you could play as gonk droids and womp rats and just other side droids. You know, like there's a lot of content in that game.
Content.
Like no DLC,
No DLC.
all
in the base game.
all base game.
Back
Something we
when
missed.
games were simple and
Yeah.
not reliant on microtransactions.
And DLC.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic of Lego games, might as well move to. Then we had the Clone Wars one.
We did. I only
Lego
played
Star
that
Wars
one once because I
3?
borrowed. Wow, talking is hard sometimes. You know what's funny? I'm gonna sidetrack here. There was one. It was early this semester, and I had to I was my group was required to ask a question in front of the whole class about this presentation, and I tried to ask this question, but I could not get my words out, man, and it was really embarrassing. But okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. Sidetrack over. Okay.
So
Lego Star Wars 3.
The Clone Wars.
I only played it once because I borrowed it from you. I thought it was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the complete saga.
I liked it a lot. I 100%ed it.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of the stuff they added into the game was really fun. They had, oh gosh, I can't even remember. It was the first game that started to get more open worldy, and that was fun. And I mean, also that was at the time when clearly the Clone Wars show was out, so that I was watching that and all hyped about that, and then I got to play this, and it's like, this is awesome. Running around as Captain Rex and all that stuff,
And shirtless clone troopers.
and shirtless clone troopers.
Those are the best character in the game.
The little. Do you remember the little cutscene
When they're
they
working
had
out.
where they're working out?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that was fun.
Uh-huh.
And that game was fun. I honestly really liked Lego Star Wars 3.
For sure.
And I remember,
I'm just saying if I had to pick one,
Mhm.
I'd go with the complete saga.
I remember, I don't really remember doing this with the past 3, but I remember with this one, there was a ship mission where you got a lot of studs, and I duct taped my controller so it'd constantly shoot, and then I'd rubber band the 2 analog sticks so they'd spin around in circles, and I would just leave it and have that play so I'd get studs because I already
been cheating his whole life at games.
Okay, I already beat the game. I'm not gonna sit there and replay mission over and over and over again so I can get studs, so I can get
You're a disgrace.
characters. All right, you go get 100% without doing that.
I don't got time for that, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how old were you? You had time.
I don't know. When does game come out? It's right in front of me. I can't read that far. It's too small text.
I did I don't remember what I was gonna say. I liked something about the game, so that
There was something good about it.
No, I liked the
No,
game.
it's a good game.
I'm
It's a good
getting.
game.
I feel like I'm giving off the impression that I hated it. No, I really liked it. But
Where would you rank it out of the past 3?
out of
Out of this one, Complete Saga 2, and the first one.
probably second, only because the complete saga is 1 and 2.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Complete Saga then this one.
It had a lot of. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I didn't really like the I don't know what you would call them, but the levels where you commanded the.
you would
the
command
troopers.
troops and
Yeah,
stuff.
was-
I thought it was cool. It was
very strategy game-esque, and
Yeah.
I don't like strategy games, and very Clash of Clansy.
but you like Galactic Conquest.
Yeah, that's different though.
Yeah, I know.
because
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, that was probably honestly the only thing about that game I didn't really like.
I think I liked it because it was new and unique.
Yeah. it had a lot of new mechanics that I really liked. Only thing I didn't like, I feel like it took a while to get around the open world. If you wanted to go like
It was a bit, yeah.
look
It
at
was a little bit
something,
long.
it was a trek
It was.
to get to where you wanted to go.
I think this was the first Lego Star Wars game when they had the split screen where it would go off, so you wouldn't have to stay on the screen together,
Oh.
and someone could be way over here and you'd be over there. Which that was an amazing feature. I don't think this was the first game I added in. I think that was Indiana Jones, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
But that was a great feature. I'm so glad they had that.
That was nice.
And then we might as well just go to the last one,
Force Awakens.
Lego Force Awakens. Yeah.
I just recently played that one because it was $5 on the PSN store.
Yep. I told him about that, so he bought it.
Yep.
Because I bought it.
And I finished it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I 100%ed it. It was for making a Lego game out of one movie, definitely a mistake. I don't know why you would not wait until the other two movies came out.
Because they gotta grab every little cent they can.
Because they made this game and then they didn't make one for any of the other ones.
Yeah,
which is really
because
weird.
they were just doing it off the hype of the Force
Yeah.
Awakens.
But the game was just packed with side missions that had nothing to do with anything except for the point to try and give it more content. Which was kind of annoying. But some of the cool thing that they added, that was like real open world game. Like you would literally fly to different planets and pick where you wanted to play. And when you were on the planets, it was like this whole open world thing, and you could select little micro fighters, micro ships,
Micro fighters.
I think it's micro fighters. Yeah, there's just tiny versions of all the ships, and you could just be in that, and then you could get around the world easier. Which that was really nice. At least they added that because I didn't know that was a thing for a little while, so it took me forever to get around the map.
Yeah. Oops,
Until I found that. But besides that, it was pretty cool. This game also had DLC though.
Yep.
Which is kind of like okay.
Well, it came out in 2015, 2016.
Yeah, 2015, 2016.
So of course it's gonna have DLC.
DLC.
Because that's the age of gaming we're in right now, and it's
DLC, microtransactions, all that.
Yeah, it was good. It totally new game mechanic for a Lego game with that one.
Yeah. They also talked. They didn't just go.
Oh yeah.
So
well,
I didn't like that.
No, I didn't like it either.
That it doesn't feel like a Lego game when everyone's talking.
That's the what makes the Lego game so like memorable and stuff is how the characters don't talk. They just like grunt and like murmur.
No, that's what's so good about it. And I think it just blows my mind to me because they have the characters in them that are the actual voice actors, and they take lines straight out of the movie, of course, but they have other lines that they had. And it just blows my mind to me that Harrison Ford actually took the time, went to a recording studio and talked so he could be in a Lego game.
How much do you think they had to pay him?
Dude, they had to pay him so much. There's no way, dude.
Yeah.
He hates Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that's so funny to me. That's so funny.
So, with that, finally, the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is coming out
this year.
Sometime this year. We don't know.
Probably during the summer, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It was rumored for January this year, but clearly one, that didn't happen, and two, that would have been insane if it happened because they didn't have the material.
They weren't allowed to make anything Episode 9 until the movie came out.
So it's probably going to be summer this year, I'd imagine.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm
really excited for it.
That's supposed to be open world again.
It's going to be all 9 movies.
All 9.
In one game.
And I bet we'll probably see some little side stuff like...
No, for sure.
Maybe a little bit of solo missions or like Rogue One or... Maybe like a Clone Wars kind of arc or something. I bet we'll see something like that.
It should be exciting.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm so hyped for it.
Okay.
All right. So I think we should rewind a little bit and go to EA kind of taking over Star Wars. And
was there any in between that you wanted to talk about? Like any games?
Oh, yeah. There was actually a couple in between games, like Knights of the Old Republic.
I don't know if you ever
played that one. That was like I don't want to say MMO. I think it kind of was like an MMO RPG. It was an RPG for sure, but MMO style game. And I remember, I think I played the second one. And I remember the cinematic trailers came out for it.
I did see
Did
the
you see those?
cinematic trailers.
Those are so awesome.
Those looked insane.
They looked so nice and so awesome. I was so hyped to play this game. I got it. I get into it, and the graphics are crap. They're just terrible. And that was the first time I've ever played an MMO.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So I was expecting these awesome graphics, and it was like, nope, this is not at all what we...
False advertising.
Yeah, they sugarcoated the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Like you think Call of Duty sugarcoats their trailers. No, this was insane sugarcoated. And I played maybe an hour, and I was like, I'm not doing this. That like killed it for me. Which I wish I kind of kept with it, because a lot of people say that's a really fun game, but I never played that after that. And then there was the Force Unleashed.
Yeah, I had the game. I never really played it.
I played both. I remember I had the first one on the Wii, and I was like, oh, when the second one came out, I'll get on the Wii, because I had the first one on the Wii, which was a mistake. I should have gotten the PS3. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I had it on the Wii, and I feel like that was the reason why I didn't want to play it, because it was exhausting.
Yeah, you would like
swinging the Wii remote around. Oh, man, dude.
That was a pretty fun game, though.
I didn't have the physical strength or stamina for that, man. I should have just got it for PS3. But
that was a fun game. I did like that one. I don't remember how much I liked 2, but I do remember
I heard that 2 wasn't really good.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people saying that 2 wasn't nearly as good as the first one. And that was the person that voices...
Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voices Darth Maul in the series, Clone Wars series, and in Solo.
Yeah, and he does Palpatine and Maul in Battlefront.
So that's cool. And that... They even modeled his character look after him, which I didn't realize that till the other day. Yeah, which is pretty dope.
I remember, this is completely random. There was a Clone Wars game for the Wii that I played. It was kind of cool because like it came with like a attachment for your Wii remote, and it was like a clone blaster. Don't remember much from that game other than that.
Yeah.
There was also a Star Wars game that's kind of gone down in history that I never played because I didn't have an Xbox.
The Kinect.
The
Star
Kinect
Wars Kinect.
Game. Oh,
which I
man.
remember playing that at my aunt and uncle's, Ani and Dan's. And that was so much fun. I don't remember playing anything else except for the dance parts. And it was
there was more.
There was more.
Really? I thought it was just Just Dance
game.
But Star
there was
Wars.
other things you could do in that game.
Huh.
Like other missions and lightsaber stuff or whatever.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
But no, when we had the best song of the generation come out, I'm Han Solo. Come on, man.
It's an absolute banger.
It is an absolute banger. That game was fun. I didn't play too much of it because, like I said, I didn't have it. But that was fun. I'm trying to acquire... If anybody has an Xbox 360 that they do not use with a Kinect, please...
Nobody's going to give you their Xbox.
Let me know. I'll give you like $50 for it. Because I really want to play that game. But...
Oh, man.
I really want to just bring it so I can show you that game.
Yeah.
Because if you look at some of the clips on YouTube and stuff, it's hilarious. Seeing Emperor Palpatine, there's one song where he's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And he gets up and starts doing like that. It's so funny, dude. It's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Like I want to get that game so bad. That was a fun game. Joke what, like just have a fun time kind of wise, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people did not like it because it was like, what the heck, why are you making a Kinect Star Wars game?
Yeah.
But I thought it was hilarious and I thought it was fun.
Are there any other PS3 Xbox 360 games? I don't think so.
Not that I can really remember that I played.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, there was a
much.
lot of like Republic Commando, I think that's what it was called. That was a really big one. I never played that one though.
Never played that one either.
Or like X-Wing Squadron or whatever. I didn't play that. There was a lot of big ones I never played. But
yeah, okay.
A lot of them were on PC though. That's the reason why I never played them.
Moving on to next gen.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4.
The EA era.
Yeah. So Disney buys Star Wars, gives exclusive gaming rights to EA, so they're the only ones that can make Star Wars games.
Yeah, and those are the people that made like the Battlefield games.
Need for Speed.
And Need for Speed.
I mean, they're a very reputable
it's
company.
a big company. And like DICE and Frostbite and all that stuff.
But it's EA.
But it's EA.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you our issues with EA.
So 2015, they come out with Star Wars Battlefront. It was good.
Yeah,
it was fine.
we're just gonna they're just gonna copy the names from the original games, original Battlefronts. But the first one, the main issue with that is it was just the original trilogy. They had Jakku at launch because of Force Awakens.
That wasn't at launch. That was like right when the movie.
Oh, it was right when the movie came out because that came out like a month, or I think
it came out in November, and then Force Awakens came out in December,
and then Jakku came out. But it was just the original trilogy. So that was already a huge issue with the game because, like, come on, really? You're just releasing a game with the original trilogy? Like, this is 2015. We have all this stuff you could have in the game. So that was a big issue. I mean, we played the game quite a lot.
Yeah, we did. Especially when it first came out.
For like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
We played it a lot.
Yeah, we all got really like high levels and stuff.
Got into that game.
Just the game mechanics, though, were so bad. Like, if you want to play a hero, you had to find a hero token on the map.
And then you would have to go find more health tokens to continue to play as that hero. So it was not horrible. Good. They did introduce Galactic, I don't remember if it was called Galactic Assault in that one. It's called Galactic Assault in Battlefront 2. But
Walker Assault.
Was it called Walker Assault?
It was Walker Assault, yeah.
Yeah, they introduced that, which that's a really cool game mode because that was supposed to be like the Star Wars battle.
Yeah, the large scale. So you'd be like on Hoth and you have the Empire with all the AT-ATs and their ships flying around and stuff. So that was a good thing they did. They introduced that, which is really fun. But I mean, again, not having the original trilogy. And it's just like there was a lot of good things about the game, but it just after a while it just got really stale and boring. It did. Big thing with it is they had DLC.
Yeah, they did have the DLC.
Much like Call of Duty, where you have the map packs. Like
Call of Duty.
So you could get the season pass for like $50, but if you wanted to not do that, you'd have to pay $15 for a map pack.
And they added
Jabba's Palace was the first one, and then Cloud City Bespin was the second one. The Death Star was the third one, and then Scarif was the fourth one.
Another good thing they did add some heroes and villains.
Yeah, they add new heroes and villains with every map.
Yeah, pack. So they had like Greedo in there.
Greedo, Dengar,
Jyn
Erso, Director Krennic, Chewie, Lando. I want to say Bosk. Maybe.
I don't remember. We all kind of stopped playing before the DLC came out. So one thing I did have an issue with that game was I bought the deluxe edition because I'm like, this is the first Star Wars game we've had in eons. I'm buying the best edition you can, which I mean, it wasn't that much more. But it was like, oh, you get the DL-44 blaster. Did I say that right?
DL-44,
yeah. Han Solo's blaster, and you get like these ion torpedoes and whatever. And it's like, oh, cool, that's awesome. But then you get into the game, and it's like, oh, everybody unlocks that. That's like the last weapon you unlock. I just have it first, and now I'm better than every player. It's like, wow, I hate this. Really?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. That was terrible.
That's how it is, man.
Oh, if you buy the deluxe edition, you're just better than everybody else because your weapon's OP. Like, oh, thanks. That was terrible.
Weapon variety in that game was really good, though.
Customization was really good,
too. They
had
a lot of different weapons and blasters and stuff. Customization, there were a lot of like head models and stuff to choose from, but you could have helmetless stormtroopers.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that.
Yeah, it was okay, but I mean the customization itself was decent though, because you could pick through all these heads. You could be male or female in any of them. You could be any race in any of them. Different alien. Yeah, there was so much you could do to one person.
It's just the helmetless stormtroopers kind of threw me off, and I don't know why. It kind of just...
Yeah, I mean, it was a little weird.
You would never, ever see that in actual Star Wars.
No, you wouldn't. And they had one thing that was kind of cool. They had this whole, like, panel. I don't know if you remember, as you'd play the game, you would unlock little characters.
I remember
panel,
how long it took to load into that.
Yeah, and the interface of that game was terrible. It's just a giant white background and it's super bright. Everything's in your face. You're like, holy crap. Mm-hmm. So that wasn't great. There was also no campaign. That was just straight multiplayer.
There were a couple little single player missions you could do, but
it was really difficult.
Yeah.
I remember how
trying to get all 3 stars on them.
They were really hard because how the game just ran. It was just mechanics were not good.
Yeah. I mean, just visually though, when the game came out, graphics were
It was
amazing.
great.
Especially because
Yeah,
we've never seen anything like that high quality
for Star Wars.
for Star Wars
Yeah,
before.
it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was
It
really
was a
good.
very visually appealing game. It was pretty good for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely could have been a lot better, and that's where Battlefront 2 kind of came in.
Yeah,
But we had a fun couple months with it.
yeah.
I do remember there was one weekend when they released all the DLC for free. So I got to play all the DLC that I didn't get to play. And they had this one mode for the Death Star DLC where it was in 3 phases, the game mode. The first phase was space battle outside the Death Star, and like the rebels had to like destroy something to get in. And then the second phase was inside the Death Star where you fought it out and you had to like escort R2D2 to do something, or like you could actually play as R2, which was cool. And then the third part of the mode was the trench run. And like somebody got to play as Luke's X-Wing and go in the trench and blow up the Death Star, which that was really cool. It was a really like dynamic game mode, and I just kind of wish we had something like that in Battlefront 2, but we don't.
Yeah. No, I agree. I didn't even. Since I had the deluxe edition, I had all the DLC. But by the time before it came out, we all just stopped playing it and we moved on to other games. So I never played any of them.
We tried replaying the game a couple weeks ago.
We did.
It didn't go well
It
at all.
didn't go well. It's just so. There's quite a few people that still play that game though.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't go that well.
I mean, yeah, and like the heroes and stuff, there was not a very wide selection.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like the heroes versus villains game mode. Do you remember that from that game where like you randomly got assigned a hero?
Yeah,
I think?
you didn't get the pick.
And then once you died, you just come back as a trooper.
Yeah, it was not
No.
very well.
Okay.
Not very well. All right,
So that's Battlefront 2015.
So yeah, now we're going to Battlefront 2.
Boy,
EA.
oh
All right,
boy.
let me talk about this for a minute.
This is when
here.
the video is going to
Yeah.
get intense.
So let me talk about this before the game even came out. Okay, so they had the beta that came out, and that was just the Galactic Assault on Naboo, and this is when
there was Takodana too.
there was.
Yeah,
I only ever played that map.
I think it was Blast on Takodana.
Really?
Yeah.
I played the beta a little bit. I never played that, but we have all eras now. So we were playing against you were the clones versus the droids, which was something that lacked really bad in the first Battlefront. So now we have prequels, original trilogy, and sequels, which is already like, okay, that's awesome. Before the game even comes out, you're like, okay, this is dope. We're finally gonna have all of them. And you play the beta, and it's like, all right, the beta is pretty fun too. And then they say, okay, yeah, we're gonna have, before the game even came out, they said we're gonna have microtransactions and like all this stuff. And that completely turned me off from the game. I was like, I don't want to play this game that's gonna have all these microtransactions. And they were marketed as basically pay to win microtransactions. And then once the game came out, I didn't buy it at launch. None of us did. But once the game came out, it was literally pay to win. Those microtransactions, it was
arguably, and I'd say this with full confidence, the most controversial game ever.
It was so EA got a lot of crap for this game. The controversy was huge. So many people boycotted this game because of that, and I was one of them. We were all kind of one of them. I don't know about boycotting.
I just didn't get it.
Yeah, you guys just didn't get it. I was like, no, I'm not getting this. I'm not supporting EA if they're gonna do that. Because like literally when the game came out, you have star cards for your characters, and they have certain abilities, and you have different phases that you would rank up your star cards until they get like the max rank. And when the game came out, you would literally buy packs, and it would just give you the max rank star card, and you were just better.
Not even that. It's like if you wanted a good star card, you had to hopefully get lucky with your pack or whatever.
Yeah.
You couldn't pick what abilities
really
you
bad.
wanted. You had to buy a pack, and hopefully you got it.
Yeah, it was very bad.
And even like, I remember Darth Vader or something. You had to like pay for him in the game to even play as him. Mm-hmm. It's horrible.
Yeah, and so that's what it was kind of like at launch. And when I got it, do you want to say anything between that time period or no?
No, I don't think I have anything to add.
So when I got it, it was January 2019. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah, last year around this time, they just added capital supremacy. So what capital supremacy is it's very similar to instant action from Battlefront
Yes.
2005, where you go around in this command post and you just capture the command post. But in this one, you capture the command post, and then whoever has the most tickets at the end, like you have to have 3 command posts, and you like get tickets for so long you get those. Whoever had the most tickets would go up into the enemy's cruiser, and then you would fight on the cruiser, and you have to blow up the cruiser, which was a really cool idea. It's awesome. It looks amazing. So that just came out when I started playing it. And Obi-Wan, Anakin, Count Dooku, and Grievous just came out. This game came out in 2017. This is 2019 when I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And those 4 characters just came out, and they added this whole completely new game mode that wasn't even in the game, which is just ridiculous. How can you not have Anakin and Obi-Wan? You say you have the prequels. You can play as the clones and droids, but you have no characters from Anakin and Obi-Wan. That was terrible. And when you got the game too, you had to spend like 80,000 credits in the game to buy the character before you can even play the character.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
And like another thing too is when you're playing Galactic Assault at the beginning of the game's life, if you wanted to play a hero that was outside of the era that you were playing in, so if you're playing on like Yavin and you wanted to play as a prequel hero, it was like 10,000 battle points or something as opposed to like 4.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking in that span from 2017 to 2019.
No.
It was really bad.
It was horrible.
It was really bad. And like also the heroes versus villains mode it's nothing like what it is nowadays. What it is nowadays is you get to pick who you want to play, and you just play, and there's 35 lives, and you just kill each other until whoever gets to 0 loses. But when it first came out, you got to pick your character, but there was a target on each person, and you had 10 lives. You had so like if I was playing, I would have a target on my head, and you would have to protect me for like 3 minutes. And if I died, they would get a point, and whoever got like the 10 wins, or whoever got them down to 0 wins. So it was bad.
Doesn't sound fun at all.
No, it was terrible. And I remember when I first played it, nobody else had it, and I would just play Han Solo, and if I didn't play Han, I'd leave the game. It's like, I'm not playing this if I can't play Han.
Oh, man.
But now, like, when you guys got into the game, everybody got... EA has gone really far from what they came from.
It's the best gaming comeback in history.
It is a really good...
say that 100%.
The fan base, too, the player base, has grown a lot just in this year because of the game. Because, I mean, when you guys came into the game, they made Anakin, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, Count Dooku. They made them all free. So you play, and everybody got their credits refunded. So even when you guys first got in the game,
I had so many credits.
You guys already had like 100 and something thousand credits. So, and like, I mean, I got my credits refunded too. But so that was one thing they did really good. They completely took out microtransactions. They originally had crates, and you would have to buy the crates, and that's how you get skins. They just completely took those out. So they did a lot of good things to improve this game. But there's also a lot of things in this game that are like, okay.
Yeah. First thing let's talk about is the changes to capital supremacy. So basically, they changed the ship phase so like you get a time limit now instead of lives or something like that.
Yeah, before it was you would have 100 lives, and then when the command post thing was over, you would have to get onto a ship.
Yeah.
And when you got onto a ship, you counted as like 3 extra lives to add onto the cruiser part. So yeah, first you had that, and then now you have a time limit, which is just terrible.
And then they totally changed like the objectives and stuff you have to do once you're inside the ship, and
which is also really bad.
Not good changes at all. Let's see. Before we get into what we're gonna get into, I'm trying to think of anything else that there's wrong with the game.
Some of the good things I want to say too that they did.
Yeah.
Every week we have midweek double XP.
Yeah.
Starts on Tuesday, goes all through Wednesday. Which that's really nice. That's a really good thing I think they added. Triple XP happens pretty often too. Triple XP weekends. That's another good thing they have. They do try and have content out every month, which is good.
They don't always
but it doesn't always work, and the content they deliver is like
questionable.
Really questionable, but they try. So I have to give them that for trying, but yeah.
Some of the heroes are unbalanced.
Yeah, this game has a lot of balance
way
issues
overpowered
at the moment.
He
wasn't before, now he really is.
Anakin's still kind of OP. Luke is actually insane.
Luke is very OP.
I think Luke is the most OP character in the game.
Okay,
That's a hot take, but like,
Yeah.
I think because I don't really play him that much, but when I do
What
play
do
him,
you just destroy people.
like,
There's nothing you can do about it.
Insane. He can spam so fast, and he can run away super fast, and he gains his health back.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing, dude.
So for you guys who don't know, OP means overpowered. I don't know if anybody doesn't know that,
I'm
but
sure
I just want to make
everybody
sure
does.
everyone knows.
I feel like anybody who's listening to this one, like,
Well, you never know.
games. If you don't, though, and you're listening and you're hearing this, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we do
Just
appreciate
wanted
you.
to put that out there.
And some of the other things, Luke in the past recent months has finally gotten a couple skins. But Luke had one skin.
The main character
The
in
main
all of
character
Star Wars
of All Star had one
and
skin.
You're not going to give him
And
any
how many skins does Han have? He has 7.
Yeah.
After the Solo update where he had 2 of his outfits from Solo, he had 7 skins. No, he had 6 skins because they just had the Yavin ceremony skin a little bit ago. But 6 skins, and how many did Luke have? He had 2.
One. He had
He
his,
had his Hoth one
and his,
and his default.
yeah. It's ridiculous.
Why?
And
General Grievous had more skins in him.
Yeah.
He just says General Grievous battled version, more battled version.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
the villains are in a severe need of skins.
Yeah.
Because right now, Darth Maul doesn't have any skins. The Emperor doesn't have any skins. There's so much they could add.
There's a lot they could add.
And we were teased that we're getting dark side skins eventually, but there's no confirmation on that.
There's no
so
confirmation.
Who
so.
knows? I don't know. Hopefully. But like, yeah, they finally added Luke skins, but I feel like they still need more for him.
No, yeah, they have his Yavin ceremony skin now.
Which is a weird one. I wouldn't expect
Wouldn't
that.
expect that one to be in there. And then his Farm Boy, which definitely needed to be in there.
Yeah, for sure. They needed his Bespin outfit
But they need his Bespin outfit.
and his Endor one.
Yeah.
Because they got Leia's Endor outfit. They got
And they have
Han's
Hans. Yeah,
Endor
I
outfit.
think it makes sense. I also think they need to have his pilot outfit. That's just me. I think that's such a big part of him.
Yeah. I feel like a Dagobah outfit would be cool too.
No, I think they
There's
need to
so
have that
much.
too.
There's so much
I
they could
just
add
don't-
for Luke, and they don't. And I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not that hard. You literally just change his clothes.
Yeah.
What's so hard about that?
You don't need to remodel his face or
It
anything.
doesn't make
Just
any
add.
sense. But some of them, like, some other more positives about it is the game looks really nice. EA knows how to make a nice looking game.
Yeah,
It's so
graphics are
aesthetically pleasing.
On the Unreal Engine, I think. Is
Yeah,
what
I
it's
think
on.
you're right. It looks great. That's probably one of the reasons why I would like playing it all the time, because you feel like you're in Star Wars. It looks amazing. And I mean, just having all the eras just makes it feel
There's
so much
good
better.
variety of maps and stuff.
We definitely need more maps, but there is a good variety.
And then like the reinforcements are fun. You know, there's a lot of them, a lot of different types of troopers and stuff that you can play as. So that's cool.
Yeah.
There definitely needs to be more weapon variation.
Yeah, there's not
For
enough
sure.
weapon variation. The customization in this game's terrible. I hate the customization, at least for classes. So like with the first Battlefront, you could pick anything you wanted for your class, but with this one, you're class locked. So like if you play the officer class, which is like a support class, you can only play like 1 or 2 different species, like alien species, and that's how it is for each. You only can play 1 or 2, and you can only play a female for that class. Or like Assault and Heavy,
Yeah.
you can only play a male for that class. And it's just like, why? You should be able to play, if you want to play male, female, you should be able to play male, female for either class. If you want to play any race, you should be able to play any race. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Why would it be class locked?
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
terrible.
It's not good.
It's not good. And you should be able to, like how they had in Battlefront 2, maybe not with Stormtroopers, but you should be able to choose if you want your helmet on or off. Because you can't do
Yeah.
that. And especially with the Rebels, well, the Resistance for sure.
Oh,
And some of the
yeah.
Rebels, their helmets are hideous. They're so bad. But the customization for the class-wise, trooper-wise, very lax. But they did do pretty well when they added reinforcements, like the ARC troopers for the clones and the commando droids. And they had a skin for those. Like, those are fine.
Yeah.
But it's just a trooper.
Those ARC
class.
trooper skins.
The ARC trooper skins are amazing.
They're so good.
Yeah, phase 1 and phase 2, which I accidentally bought the phase 1 one because I thought my game was glitched because it just says the same thing twice. It doesn't say that they're phase 1 or phase 2. You have to like hit a different tab. And I thought, oh, my game's glitched. I have 2 of each. So I bought the phase 1 one and didn't realize I had the phase 2, and I was sad and I had to waste 20,000 credits.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. There's a lot of skins in the game though, especially for clones.
clones as the majority of skins.
Yeah.
It's honestly, this game is really about the prequels. Yeah,
for sure. They don't care about the original trilogy at all.
No, they're.
I mean, we're just now gonna get.
We don't even have
trilogy.
it yet. We're just now being teased about getting original trilogy content, like Scarif and
Capital Supremacy for
original trilogy and co-op for it. So it's a But I mean, I understand where they're going with that because most of their player base loves the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like I love the Clone Wars. That's all I would play. Like when that game first came out, I literally only played Capital Supremacy. Like this is dope. I'm clones versus droids. This is what I wanted in the first game.
I love how they got D. Bradley Baker to do the clone voice too.
And
they got James Arnold Taylor to do Obi-Wan and Matt Lanter to do Anakin. You feel like you're actually in the Clone Wars because they have the right voice actors.
Voice actors from the Clone Wars. Yeah, that's just really good.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I don't like. I love how the Clone Troopers have so many skins, but then there's lacking with skins with the other people. Like Stormtroopers, you can't change your skins at all.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, it does, but at the same time, why not have some variety? Because there's different levels of skins with the Stormtroopers. So I feel like it could have just been a bit more variety. Like droids have skins.
That is true.
But Stormtroopers don't? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I play a normal looking Stormtrooper as a heavy, but I have to have all this gear on me and like backpacks? Like, it makes sense if I'm a heavy, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of any other positives that we can touch on before we get into what we're gonna get into. There's some fun game modes. If you
there's some. There's some fun like arcade.
Yeah, we only play HVV, but
that's because of you.
I don't think so. I think Connor and Garrison and them.
Well,
Jordan likes playing some other game modes time to time.
All of them like it. Connor doesn't really care most of the time, and Jordan and Garrison like switching from them, like constantly.
I'm an HVV guy.
You just like playing HVV.
That's my favorite part of the game. Though,
I mean, no, it's a good
playing
part.
as heroes and lightsabers and stuff because that's what Star Wars is for me. When I think of Star Wars, I think of lightsabers and the characters and stuff. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like playing as troopers from time to time, but like, I just like lightsabers, man. And like, that's all I want to do. And like,
yeah, I know.
I'm level 205 with Rey and Kylo right now, and it's horrible. But
oh yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. How they raised the level caps for troopers. So at first there was like a max level cap. I think it was like 70 or 80 with troopers, and I think heroes. I don't know if heroes were the same, but they raised that up to 1,000. 1,000's the max. But one thing that irritates me is you have a personal rank as well, and that only goes up to 50. But they didn't raise that.
Yeah.
So it honestly, and I've been 50 for months.
I mean, if you don't,
so it feels like I'm
no point.
It feels like there's no point for me playing the game besides just playing it with you guys to have fun.
Yeah.
And
that's what it's all about.
Well, no, that is what it's all about. But at the same time,
it's like you'd like to have progression.
Yeah, when you play video games, you want that progression. You want that incentive to play.
There is no stat tracking at all in this game. You can't see your KD. You can't see your win-loss.
They need to add that.
Yeah.
They need that a lot.
Dude, our KDs.
Our KDs are probably trash. That's probably the reason why they don't add them, because everyone would be terrible because you die like crazy.
Yeah.
But that'd be just so cool to see your KD for every different hero and villain and like class or like overall.
Yeah.
Like that'd be awesome.
I bet my KDs for Rey and Kylo would be really good. I bet.
Yeah, mine for Han is probably really good.
Yeah. I'm definitely way higher levels with them than I should be. Yeah. But we're not going to talk about it. Okay, so let's get into it. So, they have all their prequel content, right? And then Rise of Skywalker comes out. So, we're like, oh, we're going to add some sequel content. So, we're like, oh, they might add some new heroes. Maybe we'll finally get Poe or General Hux. Nope.
We get BB-8
and BB-9E.
The bad version
BB-8.
of BB-8. That was in The Last Jedi for like 2 seconds.
Yep. What the heck, man?
It's terrible. They're so OP. Why is this in the game? You have a serious lightsaber battle between like Darth Vader and Luke, and then BB-8 comes in and just murks Vader.
I've already 1v1 like Vader and like Darth Maul and stuff as BB-8, and I've won.
That's terrible. It's such garbage. EA.
We're looking at you.
What was your decision behind having them in the game over Poe and Hux? Poe isn't even in this game. We have Poe's X-Wing, but not Poe. You need more sequel content, but you're like, nah. We're not going to have a main character of the sequels come into the game. You have Rey and Finn. Why is Poe not in here? Why is BB-8 instead of Poe? That's so dumb. Like, Poe and Hux even make sense. How you would balance each other out. They're both gunners and everything. Like, it makes zero sense.
What the heck, man?
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, even just that though. I mean, I get it. They wanted sequel content.
Yeah,
but
I
just looking at the grand
understand it.
scheme of things, out of all the heroes and villains in Star Wars, you're gonna add BB-8 and BB-90.
Like, what?
I mean, there's so many you could have added.
There's so many you could have added. It's ridiculous. And also, they wanted to have sequel content, which, I mean, we got a little bit. We had Kylo, Rey, and Finn's Rise of Skywalker outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And
we
then
got
we did
Agent
Agent
Claws,
Claws.
a
That's
whole new
the
map.
Resistance base in that
We got
movie.
Capital Supremacy for the sequels, which basically is
co-op.
kind of 2 new maps because you got the capital ships for both.
Yeah.
Um,
So, I mean, we've gotten some, but
it's content.
yeah.
It passes Noah's content standard
For the skins and the
map.
map with Capital Supremacy and Agent Claws. That passes my content thing. And they also had like Sith Troopers,
Yeah,
which is and
Leviathan
Jet
Gunner.
Troopers and Overvision
What does not
Gunners.
pass Noah's content standard is BB-8 and BB-90.
No, it doesn't.
He's mad.
Dude, I
Like,
am mad. Like,
I'm
why
not-
is this in the game?
I'm not so mad about it, but like Noah's mad.
Okay, so one thing that EA does really good is when they release updates and patch updates and stuff or whatever, they always have like a patch notes list that you can look up, which is really nice, which they definitely don't say everything that's on that because I've definitely noticed changes that aren't on that because I usually read most of them. And there's like a comment section below where people can comment on it. And when they released the BB-8 notes, I looked in the comment section. Everyone is so excited about BB-8 being in the game. And I'm like, dude, you guys are idiots. This is terrible. Why is there a rolling ball all over the floor? Like, I hate this. This is garbage. This is so garbage. And now I only die from BB-8 or BB-9 because they do a spin thing where BB-8 has cables that fly around and his radius is huge. And then BB-9 has the exact same thing except it's lightning or zapping or
It's a
whatever.
taser.
Yeah, taser.
I'm not mad about it.
I hate it.
I don't hate it. I mean,
Because it just makes so much more sense if Poe and Hux were in the game.
I don't dislike it either, but it's not. There's so many other things they could have added instead.
So much. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I can't take it seriously. Every time I look at it, it's like, seriously, this is a joke, right? Like, I didn't even believe it was gonna be in the game until I actually saw it in the game, and I was like I wanted to uninstall the game. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I cannot believe how much you hate it.
I hate it, dude. It's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, okay, I like BB-8, I guess, but not enough to play as him. And
I'm already level 16 with them. I'm a BB-8 main now.
yeah, because you're trying to get because all his emotes are locked behind challenges.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. You know how frustrated I was because I was
okay,
so
no.
excited. No, let me finish. Let me finish. I was so excited to play as BB-8 and then BM emote with the thumbs up every time I killed somebody. But I can't even do that because the freaking thumbs up emote, you got to get them basically to level 41 to even get it. So it's like, what the heck, man? What's the point of playing BB-8 if I can't thumbs up emote on people after I kill them?
Now this I like.
No!
I like how it's behind. Do you want to know why I like how it's behind it?
It's
Because Kevin has like 350,000 credits, so he can buy anything he wants at any time. So this requires Kevin to actually play the game and has to do stuff. So I like it.
I mean, I would have played the game anyway.
Yeah, I know, but you can't just buy
it's
it.
forcing me to play BB-8, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's
that's why
great.
they're doing it. They're like, hey, we want people to play our new heroes, so like, you got to have the emotes locked behind
They're all locked.
challenges.
Because they know people aren't going to play them because they're stupid BB-8 and BB-9. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we had these characters in the game. Oh, yeah, this is so cool, guys. Oh, yeah, let's also make them OP, and they have passive abilities, which passive abilities are just abilities
dude,
that...
when you spawn in Heroes versus Villains and you're playing BB-8, you got 200 points before the game even starts.
Yeah, so passive abilities are just abilities that just happen. Like, you have 3 abilities, and you have to, like, press it and actually use them, but passive abilities just go on while you're playing. But BB he just gets score. I don't even know why. I think it's just, if he's around people, like, he does something. But he just gets score. And they're just both OP.
And BB-9 can heal.
And yeah, BBI
if you're
can
next to
heal
BB9E,
people,
you can get health back.
which makes no sense. Like I understand.
Well,
I don't
I mean,
know.
it does though, because he's like a support character.
No, yeah, I understand. I don't know. It's just like, why are these characters so
I don't
OP?
have the only problem I have with it is that. Okay, you know what? I'm defending this game too much because literally last night I was going around as BB-8 killing up like Darth Vader and everybody. I was like, this is so stupid.
It is. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, out of anybody they could have added, why would you add those two?
Yeah. So that's like a reoccurring theme we have with this game. Well, I don't want to add you into this necessarily. I just want to say me and everybody else that plays this game, how much we complain about the content of this game.
I don't complain about the game at all. Really.
Content-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, when we play it, we complain because, you die from like bull crap and stuff, but
yeah,
because the game's not balanced. But that's one thing we complain about a lot is, yeah, they try to do this monthly content, but it's like, all right, here's, a skin for ARC Troopers. Like, oh, wow, thanks for my monthly content. And it just drives us nuts. Like, really.
Are you expecting a new map every month?
I expect something. I expect more heroes and villains.
You know how long it takes to develop heroes and stuff and characters?
But dude, go look at the modded community, man. They have so much good stuff in the modded community.
All they do with the modded community is change hero skins.
Exactly. Why don't they do that now? You know how easy it is? If people that do it for free can do it like that.
Wait, so you're saying you want more hero skins?
I want more hero skins.
Well,
Yeah,
I do
for
too.
sure.
Yeah, but like that's the only thing you sound like you're saying right now.
No, I want more actual heroes and villains. Like, I want Ahsoka and like Ventress in here.
I want Captain Rex.
And I want like Captain
That's
Rex.
the number one hero I want in the game is Captain
And
Rex.
I want
I feel like going around
Cad Bane.
Yeah.
I want him.
Okay.
My new Funko
listen,
Pop.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully with the Clone Wars coming out, they're going to add prequel content. They won't. I don't think they will, but they need to add Ahsoka.
Well, they're not going to because they said the original trilogy's coming out this month.
Oh. They could add Ahsoka and Ventress. Those are two double-bladed lightsaber.
They balance each other out.
Double-bladed, two-handed, light-handed.
Dual wield.
Yeah, balance right there.
Yeah.
Cad Bane and Rex, two
Balance.
dual-wield
Pistols.
characters.
Balance.
How hard would it be?
Exactly.
Like,
that's what we're
dude,
saying.
You don't even need to get a new voice actor to
content.
do Captain Rex voice lines. You have D. Bradley Baker
You
already.
have him. And I know the people that played, like the person that voice line Ahsoka would definitely come and go do that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And probably Ventress too, honestly. And if they didn't, like, it doesn't matter. They have tons of characters that aren't actual people's voice lines that sound similar,
Yeah.
But, like, that's part of the content I just complain about is we need more of that. We need more skins. We need more maps. I feel like there's not enough maps.
Dude. I mean, sorry, I'm just on this Captain Rex thing right now because he would be so sweet. Phase 1, Phase 2, helmetless. There's your 3 skins.
Yeah.
How hard would it be?
And you can have a snowtrooper version.
Yeah. Oh,
The snowtrooper version is awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
We need more maps too. Like we don't have like Coruscant needs to be in this game, dude. I think Coruscant needs to be in there. Mustafar, Utapau would be dope. I think we need like another version of Cloud City.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. I mean, I could probably go on for a little while on maps. It just doesn't feel like there's enough in it. Like, yeah, we have a couple good maps, but you're constantly playing the same map over and over and over, especially HVV maps. We need more of those.
Yeah. Where's the Crate HVV map, man?
Yeah, we have the map Crate from Lost Jedi, the Salt Planet, and only Galactic Assault and like Blast. But it's not HVV. They just don't like that map, I guess. I don't know. They don't even have it in co-op either.
Nope.
Like, what?
Oh, that wouldn't work for co-op, though. I don't think it would.
You don't think so?
Because it's a giant open field in the first part of the map, and then the second part of the map's crowded in the base.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah, I guess it'd be pretty chaotic.
That wouldn't be an even
But
distribution.
HVV would be fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You just have a little part of it outside and the rest inside.
Yeah. How hard would it be?
And it wouldn't be hard at all.
The number one thing I want most is more heroes and more hero skins and more maps.
Yeah.
And more,
I
more
also
guns
want
and more everything.
Yeah, just more. That's the big thing. Is
More
content.
More. You ever
Oh,
you're not on TikTok. That's a big TikTok thing right now. Is the scene from The Last Jedi?
Oh,
when
actually,
Kylo
I've
Ren
seen
is
some of those.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
But that's just the huge thing is more content. And I understand this game came out in 2017 and it's 2020 and you're still updating it, which like hats off to you. That's good. A lot of games drop their games after that, And I understand that you are still. There is a rumored Star Wars game coming out in like what 2022, 2023, something like that.
2022, I think.
So I understand you're probably working on that too. But like, if this is a Battlefront 3, everything from this game should just be moved to the third one. That's the one of my huge issues with this game. Everything from the first game should have just moved into here. Like we have Scarif.
Noah, stop hitting your mic, dude.
We have Scarif in the first game and like the Death Star and all these maps, but they're like, nah, we're just not going to put them in this game. Yeah, I know. We're now getting Scarif, and they're not even doing anything about it. They literally said the 2015 version of Scarif.
Yeah, they're just
copying and pasting it. So why didn't we have that at launch or months ago?
Sorry. Yeah.
It's just, we need more content. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, we always do.
I could keep going on. We complain about this like every time we play the game. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we still play the game every night.
We still play the game every day, but I mean, it is fun though.
Yeah, we're really good at it too.
And we destroy people at HVV. So that's probably why a lot of the reason why it's so good.
We all have our main characters,
and my mains keep getting stolen.
Yeah, Garrison.
Garrison is stealing my main. My main Han Solo and Darth Vader, and Garrison stole both of them. So
I've been playing Vader a little.
Vader's awesome,
dude. Okay, like
especially with the new update.
I've been sleeping on him like this entire time because I was playing Showdown the other day by myself, and I played Kylo the first round, and I was like, I'm gonna play Vader the second round. My teammate dies right off the bat, so it's a 2v1. I destroy both of them.
Dude, Vader's
insane.
Is
so good. And he's a tank.
He is a tank. That's why he's so good. And with this new update, when you choke people, you can block and attack because you couldn't do that before. So like,
he's insane.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
he's a good character.
Yeah. So that's that. Battlefront 2.
Yeah, that's Battlefront 2. And then the last game I want to talk about, just for like a second, because you haven't played it, Jedi Fallen Order.
I have not played it.
Yeah.
I've kind of just been waiting for it to go on sale, but honestly, I haven't even been looking, so I don't
really even care.
I mean,
which I think, honestly, I really enjoyed that game. It is a really good game. The story's good. I love the characters. The customization's pretty decent. The open worldness of it, it's good. There's just not enough of it. Like, I beat the game way too. It wasn't long enough for this. Like, it's supposed to be this big open world game and this like whole storytelling game, but it was too short. Because that's just how games are nowadays, is they don't try to focus on making this whole long game. They just make a game that they think, oh, this will just be long enough so we can make another game in 2 years.
Yeah.
If this game was long enough, it'd honestly be one of my top favorite games. Because I really love this game. Because just running around as, oh my gosh, I can't even. Cal, yeah. Running around as Cal, and you're just deflecting stormtrooper bullets back at them. That is so much fun and so satisfying. It is so nice. Yeah. And also, the game was advertised where you would, at least in the trailers, as if you're fighting monsters all the time and stuff. But that is not the case. You're mainly fighting stormtroopers.
Yeah. See, that's what I was kind of worried about.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about too.
Once the trailer came out, it felt very like Dark Souls.
Yeah, it looked Dark Souls, Monster Hunter World or whatever and all that stuff. But that's not what it's like. Yeah, there is monsters you fight and stuff, but it's a lot of stormtroopers and all that. The game is really fun. I honestly really enjoy that game. And I 100%ed it, and I just wish I could have played it longer.
Yeah.
And I wish there was more.
I'll have to play it eventually.
No, I think if you're a Star Wars fan, I think you should play that game.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good game. There's a lot of lore it adds to the universe as well.
Yeah.
Canon.
Which is cool. Another game, I don't think you've ever played it. I only played it a little bit. Vader Immortal. It's the VR game.
Yeah, I've watched people play it.
I played it at Jordan Garrison's. That was so much fun.
Oh, they have it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I played the first level at their apartment. That's the closest we're ever going to get to actually having a lightsaber.
Yeah.
So, like, feeling like you're actually there with a lightsaber, like, fighting people, it's fun. It was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen people play it. It looks really fun.
Yeah. It's canon, too, I think. So it talks about, like, how Mustafar, like, went from what it did in Revenge of the Sith to, like, when we see it in the Rise of Skywalker.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's dope. I think there's one other game I just kind of want to mention just because I've played a little bit, and that's Galaxy of Heroes. It's the app game.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to mention this a little bit because nobody really talks about app games, so I just kind of want to throw that in there. I mean, there's not a lot of good Star Wars app games, unless you like Clash of Clans style app games, then there's Star Wars Commander or something like that. But there's not really anything. I think Galaxy of Heroes. Did you ever play it? For like a month, I was really into it.
I know.
Yeah,
That was all you would do.
All I would do is play that game. I think it's really fun, especially if it's. I mean, it gets a little repetitive, like all app games kind of do, a little boring. But especially if you're just kind of like in class or like waiting for something,
Yeah.
you just pull it out real quick and do a quick match. It's like a turn-based style game.
Yeah.
Where everyone just has turns. But I just want to mention it. I think it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check it out. I think it's free. Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free.
Uh-huh. Maybe I'll look into it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
All right. So where do you want the future of Star Wars games to come from here?
I want Battlefront, but everything.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Literally, that's the only thing I want.
I want Honestly, it's called Battlefront 3 because
Battlefront 3.
I want Battlefront 3
I want
with
every
everything.
planet we've seen in a Star Wars movie. I want every hero for the most part.
Ooh,
That's asking a lot.
that is a lot.
Okay, well, here's...
If we're gonna get that game, it's not gonna be until like 2030 or
Okay.
something.
I retract my previous statement.
That's a lot of stuff
Okay, well, here's some
No,
of the...
no, I know what you mean.
here's some of the heroes I want. Mace Windu.
that we don't have.
Yeah.
right now.
Mace Windu, Plo Koon, Kit Fisto. Everybody on the Jedi Council. Just kidding. Maybe just those three. And, Ahsoka,
Ventress.
Captain Rex, maybe Commander Cody, I don't know. Cad Bane, Dengar, Greedo. I mean, we already have those in the Battlefront 2015.
Yeah,
Why
so
can't they just bring them
to the
over?
next one?
Just all the cool main characters we don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Just bring them over into the
Bring
game.
in Poe and Hawks.
Yeah. How hard would it be?
Yeah, it just.
And then I want all the maps, every planet we've ever seen. I want all the ships. I want
Every planet we've ever seen in movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's because that's asking a lot for
Yeah.
Clone
Maybe
Wars.
not even every planet we've seen in movies. That's a lot of planets.
That's not that many. They only go to like 3 or 4 per movie.
Yeah, I guess.
I want.
We'll say every planet from movie, and then, but I do want other Clone Wars stuff though
Yeah,
too. Well, actually, I guess the prequels show a lot of like the movie, the planets you see in the Clone Wars
I
though.
want all the ships. I want all the skins. I want everything. I want complex game modes like the Death Star one for Battlefront 2015 when it has like different phases. That would be sick. I want it all.
Yeah.
Just put it into one game. Call it Battlefront 3.
Yeah. No, I agree. I want all that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even care if this game is huge.
No.
Like if this game was 200 gigabytes, I wouldn't even care.
No.
If we literally had everything.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the PS5's coming out this year. The new Star Wars game will be on the PS5.
Think about that,
Yeah.
dude.
So this new game should be
Man,
able
I
to
feel
have all this
old.
stuff. Yeah, I know.
I remember
oh my
the
gosh.
day I got my
Yep,
PS4.
I remember that too. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day 2013, man. It's already been that long.
Was told I weren't gonna get a PS4.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, there's one more gift left. We're
There's
like, what
one
the heck
more
is this? Open it up and like, oh my gosh.
You, me, and Connor all got it.
We got it. We all got it Christmas Day, dude.
Yep.
That was hype. That was so hype.
Yeah.
But no, I completely agree with you. I want that. I want a Battlefront with everything. I want another Jedi Fallen Order game, but I want it to be longer. I mean, it could literally just be a sequel to that game. I wouldn't care. It could be Jedi Fallen Order 2 or something, but I want another style game like that, but just way longer.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe a bit more customization or something like that. But those are the two things I really want. Honestly, it's really mainly just a Battlefront.
Yeah. I just want a huge Battlefront game.
it
Because
just-
Battlefront's my favorite type of game.
Yeah,
that
I mean, there's
multiplayer.
so much, like, yeah, I mean, we play HVV a lot, but if you think about it, there's a lot you can do in that game. There's a lot of different game modes you can play. But I think we need some more game modes, though. Like, I say there's a lot, but at the same time, you're not going to sit there and play Ewok Hunt for 8 hours straight because it's just not
It gets boring
that
after
kind
like
of
2
game.
games.
Yeah, especially when you're like poor Garrison the other day, where he was. So at the beginning of the game decides if you're an Ewok or a Stormtrooper, and you're on Endor, and it's pitch black, and Ewoks are trying to hunt down the Stormtroopers, and the Stormtroopers have to like survive a certain amount of time until they can evacuate on the ship. But Garrison was an Ewok like 3 or 4 times in a row.
I want a game mode like that. Pitch black. But it's not Ewok Hunt. It's the Trandoshan Hunt from the Clone Wars.
That's what I thought you were about
Yup.
to say. That'd be so dope.
Oh my. That'd be horrifying.
That'd be terrible.
Oh
but
my
it'd be awesome.
God. Yeah.
No, there's just so much potential.
Yeah, they could do a whole lot.
That's one other thing we complain about is, are the people at EA even Star Wars fans? Do they even know what they're talking about? Because sometimes it does not seem like they're Star Wars fans at all. Because I remember when 2015 Battlefront came out, when they were advertising stuff for that, they were like, "Oh yeah, our team is full love and Star Wars fans," and then they would like show clips of some people that, "Oh yeah, here's some of my childhood experience from Star Wars." But then we get the game and it's like, "Oh, this is only original trilogy," Then we get this game and it's like, "Oh, you guys want BB-8? All right, here's BB-8." Like, no, this is the Star Wars fan does not really want this.
No,
we want like Hux and Poe and Cad Bane and Captain Rex and Ahsoka and Coruscant.
Coruscant. Yeah, dude, Coruscant was in all 3 of the prequel movies. How is it not in the game, man? I mean, how would you even do that, though?
Jedi Temple style, like Battlefront 2.
Yeah. How hard would it be?
Not that hard.
Not that hard.
That's another thing. Just take Battlefront 2, 2015, remaster it. You don't even have to, literally don't touch it. Just update the graphics a bit and put it on the new system.
Wait, you said 2015.
I mean 2005,
2005,
sorry.
yeah.
Just,
I'd pay good money for that.
Yeah,
game.
I'd throw another $60 over for that. I mean, that's ridiculous because it's just a remastered game, but I would because that game's amazing.
That game's 15 years old now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
Wow.
I'm old. We're old.
Yeah.
Okay, well, does that cover it for all the games and stuff?
I think so. I mean,
I think we basically touched on everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's mainly Battlefront 2 because that's what we played. We've been playing that nonstop since, June?
June, something like summer.
Yeah, June last year.
Yeah.
When I convinced everybody else to get it because, the reason why I got it because it was like $6. And then they had the same sale. They've had that sale so many times at the PlayStation
Well, that's
Store.
why they're getting so many new people playing it. It's actually a smart idea.
No, it's super smart to do that.
Their player base has gone up exponentially
since
up
so much
over the past year.
And I mean, it's not even just a fact because they're selling it so cheap, but it's because they've actually added so much.
Yeah, they've completely changed the game.
I don't even know what they've added from 2017 to 2019 because it's all been from 2019 since I've had it down. So I don't even know, dude.
I mean, they do a really good job with like the community roadmaps and stuff, or like they'll post on Twitter like, okay, here's all the events that are happening this month. Here's when you can get your triple XP. It's good. They keep in touch with the community and stuff. And
no, they do like as much crap as I give them for content and stuff and balancing issues, they do a really good job with the game, regardless of all the times I complain.
I still think it's the greatest comeback in gaming history.
I completely agree. I can't even think of a game
I
that
don't
would
really
compare.
think we did justice on this podcast to like how controversial this game was.
Yeah, it was super controversial.
Like, I don't even think you could do it justice. It was horrible. Yeah,
it was terrible.
But it's started from the bottom. Now we here.
I can't even think of a game that would compare to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the most controversial game, but then it had the greatest comeback of in gaming history. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this one, I think, of Live at the Cantina. If you made it this far.
I just want to mention real quick that when we bought the game, Kevin bought this nice deluxe edition of the game because if you buy the deluxe edition, you get the pre-order bonus of Kylo and Rey's Last Jedi skins. And that's the only way you can get them. So Kevin spent an additional $16 on the game for 2 skins.
Worth it. They give me crap for it, but like, hey, Rey and Kylo are my mains.
I just think it's funny.
I really wanted the skins because Rey's Last Jedi skin was her best skin at the time.
I know. I love both the skins. I want that Kylo skin.
Kylo without the helmet and the cape is sweet.
Yeah.
So I think it was worth it.
No,
especially when I main Kylo and Rey. Those are like the only characters I play. I want other skins
because you already have the digital version. The disc just sits in there and you don't even do anything.
I mean, imagine if you've listened to the pod, you know that I'm a big Kylo Ren and Rey fan, and I don't think I could really call myself a Kylo Ren and Rey fan if I didn't have all the skins for them, because some people in this world, they say they're a big, let's just say, I don't know, Han Solo fan, for example. And then you look at their Battlefront account and they don't have all the skins for their favorite character. Listen, how could you do that? How could you say that Han Solo is your favorite character, but you don't have all the skins for him in Battlefront, dude? Okay. I think those people they're not true fans, okay? They say they're a big Han Solo fan. They say that Han Solo is their favorite character. But if you don't have all the skins in Battlefront, then are they
Dude, what is this? This is my Han Solo blaster. That's not Rey's lightsaber. That's Anakin's. Because you bought it when you were 8.
Actually, my parents bought it.
Yeah, you didn't even buy it, dude. I bought this and I spray painted it and took the sound off so it looks dope. Okay, I want to explain myself now, though. I've been having some inner conflict between it's called the Beckett crew and I don't even know what the other skin's called. There's the 2 skins.
Corellia Escape.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
It's Han in his solo outfit where he's got the brown jacket, and then the outfit where he's on Corellia where he has that like white vest and he's all dirty looking. I haven't bought those at all. I just bought the Beckett's crew outfit last night because Kevin brought up a good point. I agree with him. Can you really be a true Han Solo fan if you don't have all the skins? And I'm like, you know what? That's true. But I don't have enough credits to buy both because, they're both 80,000 credits and it's ridiculous. But I've had a lot of inner conflict with the Solo movie and being a Han Solo fan. But I've gotten over it now. And,
that's why I had to buy the deluxe edition, man. How could I call myself a true Kylo Ren fan if I didn't have all the skins?
No, I agree. Honestly, I rewatched Solo last night too because I watched Rogue One the other day and I wanted to watch both the Star Wars stories. And it also just so happened to be at the time where this all even happened anyways. But honestly, that wasn't the worst Star Wars movie for me, but I don't know. I don't think it might not be there anymore. If you just take out the L3 droid parts, it's not that bad of a movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I agree now. Like, I've had the inner conflict with Solo and like, oh, Harrison Ford, not my Han Solo. But, well, it's still Han Solo. So, I'm over it now.
Yep.
And I'm fully embracing the Solo movie.
Are you going to get the other skin?
Yeah.
Corellia Escape, saving up your credits?
Yeah. And I was even looking at the toys from Solo to get that in my collection. Only one of each, though, because it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Buying skins. And I've only found 2. I've only found him in his regular outfit and then him in the Mud Trooper outfit when he's fighting. Man,
I'm mad. I already told you this, but for those listening, I pre-ordered the Dark Side Rey Funko Pop from the Rise of Skywalker. And it said that it was going to be here this week on Wednesday. But Wednesday I got emails saying, hey, your order's going to be delayed like another month or more. So I'm like, what the heck, man?
I just had a high demand or something. I don't know. Or they didn't make enough or I don't know. I don't know what the issue.
I don't know.
Really weird, though.
We'll find out in a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll do it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
If you made it this far, hashtag
Battlefront everything.
No.
No.
I
Kevin's always shooting down my ideas.
Yeah, that's what I do. Hashtag,
it's a hard life for me.
Hashtag content.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. If you made it this far and you're on YouTube, drop hashtag content in the comments below.
More content.
More content?
All the content.
Hashtag
just content. No,
content,
I'm just talking.
Yeah, so drop that down in the comments. I'm Kevin.
I'm Noah.
Thank you so much for listening or watching or however you listened or watched this podcast. That'll do it for this one. If you have any topic suggestions, DM us on Instagram or just text us if you know us.
Yeah, share to your friend, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff.
All the things.
All the things.
We're taking contents.
Taking topic ideas.
Like,
thank you, Garrison, for giving this.
Yes,
we had this idea, but
we didn't really know what to talk about
and what to do with it. And then Garrison said, "Oh, I want to hear about this." Like, okay, if somebody actually wants to hear about it, yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it now.
So hopefully you're happy, Garrison. We did this for you. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this week. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons, no match for a good blaster at your side.